Hello guys, in this tutorial we will discuss how to Dockerize a Mun application. I divide the complete tutorial into multiple videos so you can easily follow along with me. Guys, in this video series I will try to explain each line of the code. So if you are already familiar with Docker and you do not want too much explanation, you can go to my blog post and copy paste the code and you are good to go. But if you follow along with me, you will know extra knowledge about how things going on. And after watching this my video series, you do not need to go to on internet and searching how to set Docker on localhost and then deploy it. I will explain everything which you need to set up the complete Mun application on both local environment and in production. So for in order to so you know so we need to start this. Okay, so what are the steps to complete dockerizing the Mun application? I summarize the all of the step in and publish on and write on my blog post. You can also read it on my blog post. Like, first we need to dockerize our Node.js app, and then we need to dockerize React.js app. Then some of the uh, prerequisite prerequisites, like your both folders must be present in the same directory, same root folder, sorry. And then we need to create Docker compose, and then you do not need to worry about nginx settings. I will explain about all of the things which I will done about in nginx, and to run our nginx server in our local environment and then on production. So let's get started. Okay, first we need to dockerize our backend. Docker file dot dev. Guys, dot dev file at the end. Remember us that this file is we are using this file in our development environment. And now, guys, please make sure that you know the basics of Docker, because without know the basics of Docker, you will find difficult to follow along with me. But if you not know the basic if you do not want to know the basics, you can follow my blog post, and you only need to copy paste the code and then you are good to go. So here I will try to explain some of the code, so you know the basic working of overall code. So first we need to latest image of node from Docker Hub, and then we need to copy package.js, oh sorry, and then we need to set our working directory app, and then we need to copy package and package.json file to our app directory, and then we need to run npm install, and then we copy all of the code. Guys, we uh, do this step because uh, uh, we do not want to run npm install every time, because we need to run npm install only when we add new dependency. So instead of here npm install, we use npm ci. npm ci it install dependency by and make sure our dependency which we try to install dependency only those version which will which are present which we present in package.json file. You can more explore about npm ci by writing on Google. Now we copy all of our code, and then we need to run our project npm run dev. May make sure our dev command must be present in package.json file, and now our dev command is present. Guys, if we okay, and now if we run this command, our project will crash uh, because here we try to connect Mongo URI, because this will undefined and throw an error. If in order to run this, you need to comment it this out and then mm, to then run this command. Otherwise it will throw an error and you will confuse why this is throwing an error, and you will now we need to dockerize our front end app. Dockerfile dot app also. Dockerfile dot app. Everything is similar, and you only need to change, because in the React.js we are using yarn, so we run yarn install. This is similar to npm CI, and then we need to set nginx server, and then we need to create our custom default conf file and docker file. Okay, first we need latest nginx image, and then overwrite our custom default file to default nginx configuration file. Custom default file is etc nginx, I think. Here you can check etc nginx conf.d and then default.conf and then now, and this is the basic settings which we need to run nginx server on docker. So we need to add things here. First we need our upstream server here, upstream server name, layer of mini API. We need to map our upstream server with our services. Actually, we run image in a container, and this container is called services. Furthermore, you can check the definition of services. What is services in docker? Compose file, compose the tool, and actually this is same meaning to service. What is docker service? But you can, as a short form, you can remember services. A container is defined inside the suppose backend, and we call backend. If we want to run backend, then we need when we initialize when we initialize it in docker, initialize when we build its image in docker compose, we need to give it services name, like something. So a service simply a container. So in some of short form, you can remember service container. Each service contain each container. So here we need service name. The service name in our current scenario is server. Service name is API and is listening with 5000. API, I have not built yet docker compose file, but when we build docker compose file, we will give our contain when we build our backend image, then we give its name, then it give its name API, and this name is this service name, and service name here you can write service name. Similarly, upstream front end, and you can give server. You can we write here client, and then front end. So our front end is listening in 3000, and then server block, and you can write server block here. Nginx requires server block, and the port on which server is listening on 80, and then the location. Location location is similar to our Node.js like route system. If we detect slash, then we forward this proxy path to this upstream server HTTP API. Similarly, wait a minute, moment. Oh, yes, this one. Actually, we need these configuration files also. Note this API instead of client, because when we enter localhost 3000 dash, then our request will forward will proxy to client server, and then client server, and the and then similarly if someone write transit, then client server. To aid this, actually to enable this location is used to enable hot reloading, because React.js require these configuration. And then similarly, when someone writes slash API localhost slash API, then this will for proxy request to our backend server same. And why we need this line, I have commented this, I explained this here. You can read, because we only need slash all part and delete API part from URL. Then we need then we when then we write these line. Okay, we successfully set our basic nginx configuration, and then move on over to docker compose file. Docker compose.dev.yml. Okay, first we need, okay, I will explain you docker compose file. Actually, docker compose is very lengthy, and I need to copy all of them, but don't worry, I will try to explain. I have already commented each line, so you can do it. First of all, we need to define the docker compose version, and then you need to define all of your services list here. Which now your each service run your images, I think, image, and simple Linux your service container. So each service represent container. So we give Mongo a service name MongoDB, and then image name, and image, we get this image from hub.docker, uh, and then restart. What restart will do, actually docker will stop service after 2.5 days, so we need to run service until we do not until we stop this. So we need restart policy. So in environment, we initialize MongoDB with root username and password volumes. In Docker environment, data is not persistent, so we use to volume persist data. Volumes are managed by Docker, and it is a persistent. Volumes are actually two types: bind bound, and by one volume which is managed by Docker is simple volume, and the second one which is not managed by Docker is actually bind mount. We use both one, and I will explain next. This bind mount will come next. I will there explain you. Mongo Express is an optional part. You can skip this. Port 88E1. I think you are already know the concept of publish port. So if you do not understand the concept of publish port, you can read the description which I have already written. And environment, this is a simple connection, and this is a tricky part. Actually, as you know, we do not get the services out. We cannot access the service running inside the container, but we can connect one services to other services which is running inside the container and inside and in the same network. And I know we have not defined here network, but Docker will will define automatically default network, and all the service will present in default network. And similarly, and then we build our backend image. Actually, our service name, our backend service name is backend, so we need to change here, right here, backend. And then build its image, uh, build and win this required directory location, and this required docker file name. And here we use bind mount. Bind mount is used to when we change something in our backend, then we need to reflect instantly, instead of rebuild our docker compose file. And this is our mongo URI. Need to connect our backend with MongoDB, so we define here Mongo URI. And then this is used for hot reloading. Depends on this service is not start until MongoDB will not start. Restart policy. I have always describe you front end front end image. And similarly, front end services contain or front end container, and then nginx server nginx services. Nginx service contain our nginx container, build require build similarly, and port 3000, and then start listening. Volumes, all of your volumes which are managed by docker will define here. Like db volume is managed by docker, and we use this db volume with our mongodb image. Now we need to test whether we set everything correct or not. So in order to test, you can copy these commands, copy this one, and run this one. Actually, my image building will fast because I have already test this. So if, yeah, otherwise it will require some time. Like depends upon your depend upon your PC. But in my case, it is already cached, so therefore this process is some little bit fast. And we are waiting until all of the image will start. Oh, sorry, I think we write wrong command in our docker file. Instead, we need yarn start, and nginx will also throw error because it not find services front end 3000, because our front end service is already failed. So we need to completely stop this application. By first we press Ctrl C, and then we write this command, and then we need to rebuild this our docker compose file. Now you can check our escape starts. I think everything is good to go. We need to check localhost 3000, and now our rec tab is working. If we need to check, and everything is working. Suppose we enter our name, Mohammed, oh, now our Lucas will successfully done. And then we can also delete this. Oh, now cool. Okay, we do not need to rerun our docker compose file again and again. I can also show you suppose, and you can see rebuild our front end image again without rebuilding our Docker Compose file. Similarly, if we change, suppose we change, suppose we highlight this one, and now you can check 404 error. Oh, sorry, but now our backend will run again, and then you can check API slash off. You can check no user is present. You can also see mm, Mongo Express. Mongo Express is listening on port 8081. Localhost 8081. Now you can Dockerizing one application, and now collection our users will contain no data, so we need to add new data. Now we successfully insert new data API call, and Yahoo. So guys, this is the complete tutorial to set Docker on local environment, and if you find anything wrong, you can comment it out. I will you can mention this thing on comment portion. I will try to explain and solve your query, and if you I am my English is not good at that time because I am not a native English speaker. So I try my best to explain everything. So if you find, you can also read. If you stuck in somewhere, you can reach me on LinkedIn, and I will try to answer your query. Thank you. Bye bye.